In the heart of Cambodia, nestled within a vast emerald green jungle, lies a wonder of the ancient world. This is Angkor, a sprawling city of stone that once pulsed with the life of a mighty empire. At its center stands Angkor Wat, a temple so magnificent, it seems to have been built by giants and decorated by gods. Its 5 lotus-shaped towers reach for the sky, a perfect reflection of a celestial mountain. But Angkor Wat is not alone. It is merely the most famous jewel in a crown of hundreds of temples, many of which were lost to the world for centuries, swallowed by the relentless embrace of the jungle. Their stories are whispers on the wind tales of power, faith, eventual silence. These hidden temples are the forgotten siblings of the grand Angkor Wat. Imagine walking away from the crowds. The decline of the great Khmer Empire was not a single catastrophic event, but a slow, creeping transformation over many decades. One of the primary forces was environmental strain. The very water management systems that gave the empire life may have also contributed to its downfall. Centuries of intensive rice farming and deforestation altered the landscape. Prolonged droughts followed by intense monsoons could have damaged the intricate network of canals and reservoirs. Without a reliable water supply for their crops and for the city itself, the foundation of their society began to crack. The delicate balance between humanity and nature had been broken. Political instability also played a crucial role in the kingdom's unraveling. The empire faced increasing pressure from its powerful and ambitious neighbors, particularly the Siamese kingdom of Ayutthaya to the west. A series of invasions in the 14th and 15th centuries weakened the Khmer rulers and drained their resources. The final sack of Angkor in 1431 is often cited as the decisive blow. The royal court, scholars, artisans, dancers was forced to relocate southward to the area of modern-day Phnom Penh. For centuries, the lost city of Angkor was not entirely forgotten. Local Khmer people who lived in villages scattered around the Great Lake of Tonle Sap. They knew of the stone cities in the forest. To them, these were not lost ruins. Sacred spaces, the hallowed ground of their ancestors, built by ancient gods, built by kings. Monks continued to tend to parts of the main Angkor Wat complex, maintaining it as a place of pilgrimage. But to the outside world, the full extent of the sprawling city was a mere legend, a whisper of a fabled metropolis of gold and stone swallowed by the jungle. The story of Angkor's reintroduction is often credited to a French naturalist and explorer named Henri Mouhot. In 1860, while journeying through Cambodia, he was led by local guides through the dense forest to the breathtaking site of Angkor Wat. He was utterly astounded. In his journals, which were published posthumously, he described the temple as grander than anything left to us by Greece or Rome. His vivid descriptions and detailed sketches captured the imagination of Europe, sparking a fervent interest and inspiring a wave of further exploration and archaeological study. Mouhot, however, was not the first European to see these wonders. Portuguese missionaries had visited as early as the 16th century. Spanish missionaries had visited as early as the 16th century. Yet it was Mouhot's passionate and widely circulated narrative that truly lifted the veil. Following his lead, French archaeologists and explorers began the painstaking work of mapping the vast complex. Beyond the grandeur of Angkor Wat, the forest hides temples that possess a more intimate and mysterious beauty. One such jewel is Bante Sray, the Citadel of Women. This temple is a masterpiece in miniature. Unlike the monumental scale of its neighbors, it is built from a delicate pink sandstone that seems to glow in the soft light of dawn and dusk. The carvings here are of such extraordinary intricacy and depth, they seem more like wood or ivory work than stone. Every surface is adorned with graceful figures of deities, celestial dancers, floral patterns of astonishing detail. It is a testament to the Khmer artisans' absolute mastery of their craft. Another captivating sight is Ta Prohm, left largely as it was found in the clutches of the jungle. Here we see the raw power of nature in a dramatic embrace with human creation. Gigantic silk cotton trees, strangler fig trees. Their colossal roots flow like waterfalls of wood over galleries and doorways, prying apart ancient stones with a slow, irresistible force. To walk through Ta Prohm is to feel like an explorer stumbling upon a lost world. The interplay of light and shadow, of gray stone and green foliage, a living sculpture created by time and nature. Deeper still in the forest lies Preah Khan, the sacred sword. This was once a sprawling complex serving as a Buddhist university and a monastery. It is a labyrinth of galleries, courtyards, sanctuaries. What makes Preah Khan so special is its sense of serene decay, and its sheer size. You can wander for hours through its darkened corridors, discovering hidden chambers, and exquisite carvings of Garudas, mythical bird-like creatures, holding back giant serpents. One of its most unique features is a two-story structure with round columns. Then there is Nek Payen, the entwined serpents, one of the most unusual temples in the entire complex. It is a small island sanctuary, situated in the middle of a large, man-made lake. The central temple sits on a circular platform, its base encircled by the bodies of two great stone serpents. The sight of a temple held captive by the jungle is one of Angkor's most powerful and enduring images. This process of reclamation began the moment human maintenance ceased. The tropical climate of Cambodia, with its heavy monsoon rains and year-round warmth, provides the perfect conditions for explosive plant growth. The first invaders were small, opportunistic plants, mosses, lichens creating a thin layer of soil, ferns and shrubs, their roots finding tiny footholds in the cracks, slowly and patiently widening the gaps. Then came the giants of the forest, the silk cotton tree and the strangler fig. A bird might drop a seed in a crevice atop a temple wall, and from this small beginning, a giant is born. The strangler fig begins its life as an epiphyte, its roots dangling down towards the earth. Once they find soil, they thicken and multiply, encasing the host structure in a wooden lattice. The silk cotton tree grows massive buttress roots that spread out across the ground and over walls. Their immense weight and gradual growth are capable of toppling entire galleries and towers over the centuries. This embrace by nature is both destructive and, in a strange way, protective. While the probing roots can tear stone structures apart, they can also hold them together. In many places, a crumbling wall or gateway is prevented from collapsing entirely by the very root system that is slowly consuming it. The trees and the temples have become a single, intertwined entity, a symbiotic sculpture shaped by time. This dramatic spectacle showcases the undeniable power of the natural world, a quiet but relentless force that will always seek to reclaim what has been built from the earth. The hidden temples of Angkor are more than just beautiful ruins, they are a priceless library of human history, culture, artistry. Each carving tells a story, each temple layout reveals a cosmological belief, the entire complex stands as a monument to Khmer ingenuity. They are a direct link to a magnificent past, offering insights into social structures, religious practices, daily lives. To lose these temples would be to tear out a vital chapter from the story of humanity. Their preservation is a duty we owe to Cambodia and the world. Protecting these stone treasures is an immense, ongoing challenge. The relentless pressure of tree roots, the corrosive effects of monsoon rains, the passage of time slowly erodes the sandstone. Human-induced threats still loom. Looting has robbed sites of countless statues and carvings, and mass tourism, if unmanaged, causes damaging wear. An international effort, working hand-in-hand with Cambodian authorities and experts. An effort is underway to study and conserve, restore the temples of Angkor. This work is incredibly delicate, a balance between archaeological preservation and ecological respect. Our role as visitors is to be temporary guardians. By treading lightly, staying on designated paths and never touching fragile carvings, we minimize our impact. Supporting responsible tourism and contributing to conservation funds provides essential resources. These temples have survived 1,000 years, weathering the fall of an empire and the embrace of the jungle. Now it's our collective responsibility to ensure they survive 1,000 more so future generations can stand in awe and learn from their stories.